Good morning, guys. What's up? Welcome back to another video, or if you are brand new here and this is the first time you ever see my face, hello and welcome. My name's Jennifer. I share all things health and wellness here on the channel. Anything I do to level up my own life, I share with you guys in hopes to inspire and motivate you to do the same. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, make sure to smash that subscribe button before we jump into today's video. All right, guys, welcome back to another full day of eating, another cyclical keto video. It is Sunday, which is cyclical keto, long run day, all that good fun stuff. I'm walking for a few minutes right now, of course, to get warmed up, get these muscles and joints and everything warmed up and moving this morning. I am drinking a Bang to help me for my pre-run fuel this morning. I normally do the Equip pre-workout, but I'm actually out right now. I need to order more, so I'm just having the Bang instead. But I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to finish walking for a few minutes and then I'm going to get running. I'm running by myself this morning. My husband already had to leave this morning and go to work, and he took our daughter to work, and my son is actually staying with my sister because my other sister's in town. So I'm home alone, so I'll be running alone this morning, and not sure how long I'm going to get in yet this morning. I am trying to push myself a little further because we are going to be doing a half marathon soon. We finally found one that is close to us, that is not virtual, that we would actually run. So I think which is only like next month. So I think that's what we're shooting for. So I really have to come up with a game plan of how our runs are going to play out over the next few weeks. And of course, I'll keep you guys posted of how all that goes. So I definitely want to get it done before the end of the year because that was one of my goals this year. And so I'm super excited, super pumped about that. But like I said, I'm going to finish up walking here for a few minutes and then go ahead and get running. So here's your reminder this morning to lace your shoes up and get moving too. All right, guys, I'm just finishing up my walk here and getting ready to start running. But my legs are absolutely still dead from leg day. So I'm curious to see how this longer run is going to go. You guys know on Sundays, I always shoot for at least 5 miles. But like I said, I really want to do more, trying to get ready for this half marathon. So with my legs as sore as they are, we'll see what we can do. So let's get running.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks.
All right, guys. I'm about 4 miles in and my legs are absolutely killing me. And you guys know, if you've been following me for any amount of time, that I absolutely hate stopping. If I even stop for 5 seconds to walk, it literally ruins my run and makes it way harder. So I was fighting myself for literally the last 4 miles. And then I decided that I'm gonna walk, and then I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna walk, and then I'm gonna run because I hate it. And it messes with my head, and God forbid something happen in the half marathon where I have to stop a second. I just have to get over it and do it anyways. So I'm gonna walk for 30 seconds or so, then I'm gonna run, then I'm gonna stop again, and then I'm gonna run again. And I'm gonna try to get as many miles as I can like that. And this is definitely harder because of leg day, 1, and 2, because the last couple weeks I have not ran as much or as long as I should have been. And you can get rusty quick. Your breathing gets thrown off, your leg muscles, your endurance, all of that. You don't use it, you lose it. You got to keep at it, even if it's just little bits. So here we are, about to pound out this next few weeks to get in shape for this half marathon. Let's go. All right, guys, here we go again. Running again. We hit the shade now, thank you, Jesus. Because it started off cool this morning, but that Florida sun is out, which is not 90, so that's at least better. But we're in the shade now for a while, so we got to run it out. Boy, when I start walking, I just want to walk the rest of the way. So making myself run again and then stop again and run again is going to be quite the feat. But here we go. All about challenging and pushing yourself even when it sucks. Yep, it officially sucks running after walking. Whew, it's the worst. You got to get restarted all over again. So I'm going to run for a little bit and then stop again. All right, guys, this is officially a nightmare. I don't breathe this hard when I'm just steady running the whole time. Do an interval training, walk a certain amount of time, 30 seconds or a minute, whatever you pick, and then run that time, then walk, then run.
literally a nightmare. Should have never chose to do this on a long run. I definitely have to start incorporating these on my shorter runs so I can build up my endurance some more, because holy moly, what a challenge. All right, guys, I can't do that. I did that for about a mile or so. That's a nightmare. So the last few miles, I'm just straight running. I can't keep stopping, but probably gonna do, I don't know where I'm at right now. I'll let you guys know when I stop.
All right, guys, just finishing up here, doing a cool down walk. You know, of course, always finish with a cool down walk. I don't care if it's 5 or 10 minutes or something. You have to do cool down. You can't just stop and shock your body like that. Your blood's flowing like crazy, trying to keep up with you running, bones, muscles, all of that stuff. And you've got to be able to let it release and come back to a natural state. So you've got to be doing your cool down walks. Sorry, the sun is super hella bright. But anyways, I'm gonna be finishing up about 8.5 miles today, so feeling pumped about that. Even though it was definitely hard, definitely kicked my ass today. But I love those runs even more when I finish. You just get that runner's high and you feel awesome that you completed it and that you accomplished something that was super hard and that you didn't want to do, and you're making excuses and all of that. And I feel fire. Even though I didn't feel fire the whole run, it wasn't one that I was like blazing through. I still feel fire now that I'm done. Like, I don't know. If you know, you know. But running just does that for me. And now I know that I've already completed it, and it feels awesome. Now I can go finish out the rest of my day feeling pumped. So get out there and move, guys. Even if you don't feel, especially when you don't feel like it, get out there and move. You've got one life. I tell you guys that all the time. From experience, I know, not always living up to my fullest potential, not even close. And now that I push myself all the time, even when I'm struggling, even when it sucks, it's unexplainable, the feeling and the life that you can create. Also, what I have learned is that I definitely have to get consistent with a training plan. I've kind of just ran however I wanted to run, mileage wise, speed wise, how many times a week, all of that. And I really need to like nail down a training plan for the next month so that I can do my absolute best for the half marathon. As you guys know, I don't run for time, I run for distance. And my only goal for the half marathon is to A, complete it, and 2, to never stop, to run the entire thing without stopping. Those are my 2 goals. So that's what I'm pushing for, and of course I'll bring you guys along for that journey as well. And I know we'll crush it. I know a ton of you have running goals too, whether it be 5K, 10K, half marathon, marathon. A ton of you are marathon runners, and you guys are always sharing great and advice and tips and all of that for running. So pop those down in the comments below, because I love learning from you guys too. We can all help each other. This is an awesome community that we all can help push each other and strive to reach our goals. So get out there and move, guys. I'm gonna go home and make my post-run protein shake and my first meal and show you all of that as soon as I get back to the house. All right, guys, and here is my bomb banana peanut butter protein shake that I've been doing the last few weeks now. But it has the vanilla prime protein in there, some of the Lakanto peanut butter powder sweetened with monk fruit, almond milk, and then bananas. And I already put it into Carb Manager. I've already input everything I'm going to have today, so I'm over 200 carbs, but I'll adjust throughout the day because this was just me like pre-planning on stuff that I was going to have today, so I'll adjust it as I go throughout the day. Like I just adjusted some of the weight, like for bananas and stuff. It was 246 grams of banana I put in there. Now I'm going to mix this up on the Ninja Bullet and enjoy this while I go pick up my daughter, and then when I get back, I'll make my first meal. All right, guys, I'm back from picking my daughter up. She only had a few hour work today, like a short shift, so picked her up. I am back, still working on my protein shake, and I put my compression socks on, which I absolutely love and desperately needed. My legs are like dead from the run, and they were already like crazy sore because I pushed so hard on leg day on Friday. I literally couldn't even barely stand and sit up the last 2 days. Like, they have been hurting so bad. So these are definitely needed today. All right, guys, I've moved out to the swing, got my compression socks on like you saw, and I am finishing my banana protein shake. This thing I look forward to. It is so good. definitely think you guys should come up with something that you look forward to, that tastes good, that you can enjoy after a long run or a hella hard workout or anything like that. It's awesome to have something like super good and replenishing and delicious to look forward to. And this banana protein shake is definitely one of them. But I wanted to talk to you guys about why I was even struggling so bad. One, because I told you already, my legs were like completely dead, hurting so bad. I didn't even know how I was going to run this morning. But I pushed through and did it anyways. But besides that, like last weekend, my sister had a baby and I stayed 3 days at the hospital with her. So I didn't do my long run last weekend. I missed some of my short runs and we did walks instead. And just the last couple weeks have been a struggle, like with workouts and everything, running, all of that. So it has definitely been a struggle just getting back into it, like in the full swing of things. After 75 hard, I don't know, it's just like we like hit a wall and then we like kind of relax to let our guard down as being as strict as we were with food and workouts and all of that. I don't really know how else to put it. After working out so much with 75 hard, and we kind of like gave ourselves permission to kind of be lax a little bit, and then it just snowballed into more than what we wanted. That's why currently right now we are actually doing 2 workouts again every day, and that's why I'm struggling going back and forth with dairy free and all of that, because just the way that we were on 75 hard, as hard as it was, the way that we felt was incredible. And the month since that we've been off of 75 hard, we have felt like complete crap. So just trying to get back into that. We know the things to do to get ourselves back on track and get back into that feeling. So we've built those habits for long enough that even if we backslide a little bit, we know how to reel it in and get ourselves moving again. So that's what we're doing. But taking a couple weeks off of running, or not even a couple weeks off, just not running as long or as far as we normally would be, it definitely, you can feel it when you go into your longer runs. Even if I miss like 1 run in the week, my longer run, I can feel it. So you definitely have to just keep your body prepping all the time. You have to keep it moving, you have to keep it going so that you can push yourself a little more and more. So that was definitely another reason that today's run was a little bit harder, but we pushed through it and did it nonetheless. So still feeling pumped about it. And like I said, gonna finish this shake up and then I will show you guys what I'm making for my first meal. All right guys, so I just got back to the house. It's about 2:30ish or so right now, and I just made up lunch. I made this yesterday. This is a chicken salad with dried cranberries, celery, red onion, some of the Primal Kitchen mayo, and some seasonings. Super good. I made that last night so it could just like chill in the fridge overnight. And I used some of the Base Culture keto bread. Have some cucumbers there, and then here I have some of these Siete grain-free cinnamon crisp. I found these at Target. They are paleo, vegan, gluten-free, all the good stuff, and they taste phenomenal. I'm pretty sure it's just a seasonal item, obviously a holiday item. So I got 2 bags and they are super yummy, and I've already put all this into Carb Manager, so I'm getting ready to eat this lunch. I did have a Epic bar while I was gone, and I didn't end up having breakfast, so I took the breakfast stuff out of the Carb Manager and just added the Epic bar in there, which you guys will see later. But I'll be prepping dinner up here in just a little while, and of course I will show you guys that then. All right, I just did this a second ago and I completely forgot to film it for you guys, and it was 0.2 about 10 minutes ago, and I just checked it again. Now it's coming in at a 0.1, but that's after over 100 grams of carbs today. I completely forgot to test this morning, and now I am just testing, and I had lunch I don't know, I guess like 2 hours ago or so. Now this is actually 4 o'clock. I still haven't changed it from the time change. So about an hour and a half ago I had lunch, and then I had my protein shake, the banana protein shake earlier. So breakfast and lunch, or between the shake and lunch, it's been over 100 carbs already today. And I am coming in at a 0 point. All right, guys, and before I start cooking dinner, I am going in with my bone broth collagen. You guys know, I've shown you this a bunch of times. I have a $10 off referral link if you want to check it out down in the description box. And I think you get $10 off like a $30 order or your first item or something like that. I have it linked down below if you guys want to check it out. Not sponsored or anything. You guys know that I have been using this for a couple years. Absolutely love it. So just mixed up my cup here, getting ready to chug that down, and then I'll start dinner in a few minutes. All right, guys, so here is the chicken harvest skillet that I made for dinner tonight. I filmed it for a What's for Dinner, and I will also link the Pinterest recipe, with the original recipe that I found on Pinterest down below. And I already tasted it, and it's absolutely delicious. It has a ton of greatness in there. Sweet potatoes, Granny Smith apples, chicken, Brussels sprouts, all kinds of greatness. And I'm starving, so this is what I'm having. And I also put some couscous that I made for the family in the bottom of the bowl. Didn't really need that because it has sweet potatoes in it, but I made some, so I added it in there, and I am ready to eat. Good morning, what's up guys? Or it's not really morning anymore, it's like 11 something, almost 12, and I am sitting outside the gym. I'm getting ready to go in right now and get a workout in. As you guys saw this morning, I got up later. I was gonna get up and go to the gym, and I was feeling incredibly sore, incredibly tired. You guys know I always get up like 4:35 in the morning, and this morning I was like, I need to listen to my body, because sleep is just as important as working out, if not more, and get some really much needed extra sleep. So I went ahead and slept for an extra hour and a half or so, and decided that I was just gonna come get my workout in later in the day. So that's why I am here now. I got a ton of cleaning done at the house, got dinner in the crock pot, got a video filmed, all of that stuff. I've had a super productive day, so I'm feeling pumped about that. Now I'm gonna go in and get a good arm workout in, and I'll try to get a couple clips for you guys if I can, but I'm feeling totally fire and pumped today. I have not been feeling my best the last few weeks, so I am like glad to be feeling like myself again, and just absolutely feeling pumped today to get a ton of stuff done. So I did already have a bang for my pre-workout. I need to order more of the Equip pre-workout, because I've been out of that for a little bit now, and I definitely need to order some of that. Probably today when I get home, I will order some of that. But let's go ahead and get in here and knock out this workout.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spreading in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the code.
All right guys, I just got out of the gym, and I got a couple clips for Instagram. I wasn't really able to film for you guys just because it was busy middle of the day. I did get some time in the sauna at the end, so I'm good and sweaty. I feel absolutely amazing right now, like pumped. I felt like fire before I went in, but I just had a killer workout and feel on top of the world. And I literally have not felt like super awesome really since I ended 75 hard. Just the way that everything fell and played out afterwards, which I'll go into more detail with you guys when you see the 75 hard final results video. But thank God I know the habits and discipline and the routines that I need to put in place to get me back to feeling good and optimal. That, thank God that I've built that over time. And I've told you guys before, but creating a life that is of discipline and good habits and routine and will set you up for leveling up every single day does not make you immune to hard times and struggles. It just doesn't. But it does help you navigate through them and know how to get yourself out of them and back to feeling good. So you got to just keep every day pushing through and trying your best, and you know what makes you feel best and you know what doesn't. So the choice is yours every single day, all of us. And I don't make perfect choices and then I end up not feeling good, and I know what I have to do, the right choices to make to get me back feeling right. So you guys know them too. Everybody knows what to do. It's just the fact of making yourself do it. Force yourself to do it. You're the one ultimately that has to deal with the results, good or bad. So you get to make the choice, and hopefully today you are making awesome choices that you will thank yourself for later. Now let's go home and make the first meal of the day. All right guys, I wanted to go ahead and test my ketones. It is actually 2:30. I really need to change the time on that. But after almost 200 carbs, which I'll show you guys the carb manager in just a second, I'm coming in at a 0.3 already the very next day. So wanted to go ahead and do a ketone check for you guys. All right, guys, so here are the finishing macros for my carb update yesterday. I had 196 gram of net carbs with 231 grams total carbs, with 35 grams being fiber, 89 grams of fat, 131 grams of protein, and 2195 in calories, which I'm actually super pleased with all of that. Of course, you guys know I like my protein to be a little bit higher. Super stoked about how the fat was and my carbs. So here's everything that I had yesterday. I actually ended up having more of the cinnamon crisp, the Siete cinnamon crisp, while we were watching a Christmas movie last night. And I put it into the carb manager, but I didn't even show you guys because we were watching the movie. And then I actually ended up falling asleep before the movie was even over. And I had a bath because my legs were dead from my run and leg day, and my hamstring, which if you guys have been following me for a while, then you know that before COVID, I had kind of messed up my hamstring a little bit on my right leg, and that was bothering me again. So I soaked in the bath and then went and watched a Christmas movie, had some of those cinnamon crisp to finish off my evening, and that was everything for the day. So ending at 196 grams of net carbs. And I was so starving after I took these pictures, I completely forgot to even grab the camera and vlog it. But that pimento cheese and avocado is like my complete obsession right now. And this sausage and veggie mixture, which I show in a What's for Dinner video, was thebomb.com. All right, guys, so I just plated dinner up, and clearly I have been a supreme vlogger today because I completely forgot to show you guys lunch, which you would have already seen the picture that I inserted. And I forgot to tell you guys about my bone broth collagen that I had earlier. I had it a couple hours ago. And now I just pulled dinner out of the crock pot, some barbecue pork here and some sugar-free coleslaw that I made up earlier. I showed all this in a What's for Dinner video, so of course make sure you're subscribed so you're not missing those videos. All right, guys, so it is about 8 o'clock now, and we just got back from a 45-minute walk. It was nice and cool outside. It was really nice to walk tonight, but I am having one of the just made keto muffins. This is the strawberry and cream. They are absolutely delicious, like the best cupcake, muffin, whatever you want to call it, like so good. And then I just topped it with some of the vanilla bean sugar-free frosting, and here are the macros, if it will focus. And there are all the nutrition facts and ingredients, and it is super good. And I ordered some of the cinnamon crumb cake, cupcakes, muffins, and some of the strawberries and cream, and they both are super, super good. I think I like the strawberries and cream a little bit more. I don't know. I'm going to order some more stuff from them, and I will let you guys know, but these are absolutely delish. I went ahead and cut it open just so you guys could see the middle. The texture is good. Not sponsored or affiliated in any way, just like to tell you guys when I find something that is super awesome. All right, guys, I completely forgot to test my ketones last night for you guys because I wanted to do it yesterday before I closed out the vlog, which clearly I didn't close the vlog out last night. So it is 9:30. You know I still haven't changed the time on this, and my ketones are coming in at a 0.7, and I went ahead and tested my glucose as well, which is coming in at an 89. So after my 200 grams of carbs on Sunday, here we are Tuesday morning, back in ketosis and feeling awesome. All right, guys, so that does it for another cyclical keto video. As you guys see, I am already back into ketosis, 0.7, which honestly at this point I'm not even worried about, but I like to test just for you guys because I know a lot of you guys are curious after a certain amount of net carbs how long it takes to get back into ketosis. So I just like to test them so that you guys can see throughout the course of my carb up, like how my ketones are reacting, how my body is reacting. That doesn't mean that yours is going to react the same way. So you can test, you don't have to test, but it's just a good gauge to kind of see where you're at and know when you're feeling your best and not. But I'm thinking about tweaking up my carb up days a little bit, which is the exact same thing I did. That's how I started cyclical keto in the first place. Like, I wanted to kind of test out different ways of eating and trying different things just to optimize the absolute best feeling that I could for myself. And I am steadily learning and steadily trying new things. So I've been tossing up maybe starting to carb up on Saturday night and see if that helps my Sunday morning runs and just my overall feeling and all of that, because I don't like to eat before I run. I was doing bananas for a while. I didn't notice like a crazy big difference, good or bad, and runs are very anyways. Sometimes it doesn't matter what you do. Sometimes you'll have an awesome run. You can do the exact same thing. Sometimes you have a bad run. It's just kind of trial and error, and I'm not going to try anything new like on a marathon run day, but I definitely want to just experiment and see how long I can last, endurance, how far I can go, if I can go faster or whatever, if I have more carbs the night before. So I'm just gonna kind of play around with it. Let me know what you guys think down below, or if any of you do that, or if you notice a difference, if you are a runner, like carbing up the night before, or right before, or right after, like what works best for you. I'd love to hear all of your experiences as well, so make sure to leave them down in the comments below. And if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, make sure to hit me up over there. I'll pop my handle on the screen here. And thank you guys so very much for watching my videos and giving them thumbs up and commenting and sharing and all of the good stuff. I totally appreciate it so much. And if you are enjoying these videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because that definitely helps me out. And again, I appreciate it so much. And if you are brand new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you won't miss out on any videos when I post here on the channel. You click that little notification bell and YouTube will notify you every time I upload a new one. I usually try to upload 3 times a week, as long as nothing comes up on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So I'd love to have you as part of the YouTube crew. And again, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.